Hey everybody, this is Core EDC. I want to do a quick little video. I've started a series called Today's Carry, and it's just roughly going to be doing quick little videos of showing what I'm carrying for the day. It allows me to go through my inventory and play with my knives or have my knives, and you know, the fidget factor of knives is a really fun thing to those of us who love knives. Not just the cutting action of them or how they perform, but the looks and the feel, and makes us remember what we like and what we don't like. And I have quite many knives to go through during this journey that I'm taking. But one thing I wanted to show, that I pretty much have this on my backside at all times, regardless of what knife I'm carrying in my pocket. And the knife itself was my father's. It's a Buck 110, and it's got the plus insignia on it, which means it was a 1991, made in 1991, and he had it for a brief period. And then shortly before he passed away, he decided to give it to me, and I cherish it now. I know that he has skinned many deer with it in the time frame that he had it. That's the most significant part of this knife, is that it was given to me by my father, my dad, and he's no longer with us. God rest his soul. I hope to see him again one day. But another significant part of why this is on my side, two reasons, is because the case I carried it in is because it was my father's. I have something that he held in his hand on me at all times, and that means something to me. Maybe y'all guys and girls can relate. Something that's been passed on to you from a loved one. My personal relationship with knives, it means even more so that this was my dad's knife. But another thing I like about this, and I carry this in the small of my back, and this is called a quick draw holster. Now what this does is it turns this Buck 110 model, or any knife this particular size. I think there's some Schrade and Uncle Henry's and other knife manufacturers that make this same style knife. It can be used in this sheath. And this sheath was made by Outlaw Saddlery. The name brand is Maker, and it's Custer, South Dakota. They are no longer in business. They have shut down. Can't find these, but you can find similar style quick draw holsters on the market. I have seen quite a few, and none of them have been quite to this degree of quality. The way this has been done is just superb. And what it does is it turns any Buck 110 or similar style knife into a switchblade. In other words, in a lot of states, they do not allow automatic knives or switchblades, OTFs, side openers, anything of the such. With this particular knife, because when I first started carrying this, autos were not allowed in North Carolina. But if I'm reading the laws correctly now, you can have automatic knives. But like I said, I carry this one on my backside pretty much at all times, regardless of what I carry in my pockets or whatever the case may be. So generally I have always two knives on me. This one here gets some use, but not a whole lot. Again, I carry it for sentimental purposes and because I like the cool factor of it. But the way it works is you load the knife. When you pull it out of your pocket, you grab it by the rear bolster here, and as you can see, as I'm pulling on it, this blade is starting to come out. Okay, and when you do it in a quick draw fashion, just like the name implies, when you quick draw it, it opens the knife for you. So you have a fully ready to service at your hands, almost a 4-inch blade. I think it's 3 3/4 to bolster edge, and actual cutting edge is 3 7/16 on this knife. Overall length on the Buck 110 is roughly 8 3/4, and the handle is 4 7/8. The blade material is H20 HC, 420 HC stainless steel. Pretty sure all their knives are heat treated or in the same method as Paul Bow's did, and they range between 58 and 60 HRC. This knife has seen a lot of time. I'm not sure if this is the ebony wood scales or not. I haven't done enough research on it, but it's got the brass bolsters, really good lockup, no play. It's just got a good feel. It's sort of weak right there. You can see it's weak. That's because it's been used so much. On newer ones now, they're a little tighter. Again, this is a 1991 and we're in 2020, so it's got some age, but perfect lockup, no play, good and solid. Just a good feeling knife, and it was my dad's. So with that being said, that's why I carry it, and in the quick draw. So when you load it, you can see inside here there's a Teflon guide that rubs on the blade portion that, you know, some could say that it might do some damage, but Teflon's pretty soft stuff. And this might be a grade of Teflon and nylon because it's not super soft like a lot of Teflon. So it might be a hybrid of the two. But when you slide it in here, you have to slide it in the opened position. So you see as it goes in here and you push it in, it's sort of cammed open so it doesn't fully close. So the blade is like right here. Here's the point right here. I don't know if you can see. There's the tip of the blade on the camera. Okay. But so the tip is about right here. So there's no way, shape, or form, unless you're stupid and stick your finger in there, that you're going to get cut by that tip. And your belt goes through here, through this section here, and then this button here, this snap cross here, goes around one of your belt loops on your jeans, your pants, your slacks, or whatever. You know, I would say for the most part this would probably be worn on jeans. I wear jeans pretty much year-round, unless, you know, the weather permits for shorts. But even with the kind of work I do, I'm generally a jean guy. So like I said, this loops around and mounts onto your belt loop. So when you're doing the pulling action, the combination of this, your belt being through this area here, and this being looped around to your belt loop here, when you pull on this, it doesn't allow the sheath to move along the belt, so it captures it. Now this is for a right hand draw. They did make this in right and left hands, and I'm sure the newer ones on the market that you can find, you would also have to specify what type carry or what side carry you'd want. Now this is for right-handed draw on from, I'd say, mid back to almost a kidney position in the front, to where you would still draw it with your right hand. You can have it anywhere in between those parts. I generally carry it in the small of the back because a lot of times I'm concealed carrying with a pistol of some sorts, and it's generally in either the kidney appendix area to the side, about maybe 2 or 3 o'clock, depending, usually about 2 o'clock. But with that being said, this is just a great knife and a holster combo. When you pull on it, I'm gonna try to see if I can grab this and hold it without knocking cameras over. So it's fully engaged. Of course, my hander is reversed, so I'm grabbing it like this from the bolster and pulling. But as you snap it, you can see that it fully opens the blade, and like I said, ready for service, ready for action, whatever you want to call it. A lot of motorcycle guys use this knife because it allows them to have a quick draw knife, which granted the knives they make today with flicking and stuff, and tabs and quick opening and gravity openings, you know, people say, well, what do you need this for? Well, again, it allows a traditional style Buck 110 or similar to be used in this fashion. So again, it's just one of those things that it was cool. It allowed me to put my dad's knife into service, because it does not have a belt clip, and I didn't want to have it on a holster in a sheath traditional like what comes with the knives now. I wanted a different way to carry it. So this option allowed me to do that. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. This is Core EDC showing you the Buck 110, which is a great knife. And the quick draw holster, which is not made anymore by this particular maker, but like I said, you still can find them out there. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. So please like, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Stay tuned for my today's knife carry series, as I'm going to be trying to do a different knife each day for quite a while, with the occasional video and review. And of course, y'all guys and girls know that I'm more of a show and tell type knife videographer. I don't go into major detail with measurements and such. I show you what it feels like in the hand and what it looks like and stuff. So I hope y'all can relate to that and enjoy it. And comments I'm getting showing that you are, so I really appreciate it, everybody. I really do. Remember, do something nice for somebody. This world is full of mean people, and we don't have to be one of those mean people. So God bless. Pray for our country. Pray for the people across the world. And I thank you for your time. Y'all have a great, blessed day. Thanks again. Bye.